Oh, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now I feel really silly. I was just trying to set up for a video here and was moving this dryer over here. I had it on the dolly and the camera in hand and was yakking away and got it moved over there by the Scout. And then I got back over here by the shed and realized that nothing was recording. And I thought to myself, well, what the heck? And I guess I must have forgot to push the button. So yeah, I put the dolly down. I think I was even over here looking at some of this stuff over here, yakking about it, saying to Jimbo Bob that I'll try and get through. Shout out, by the way, trying to get through some of this stuff sorted, because I think he's kind of said he was interested in these guys. They're gold. There's a few of them in here. Not exactly sure how many. Like I say, there's, and a couple boxes worth anyhow. Some more goodies and junk to go through. Oh yeah, I was at the honey hole again today. So I got another vacuum cleaner. Box of goodies here. Stove, back machine. Oh. My favorite, lights stuff. We use a lot of the glass. Oh, these are bulbs. Jeez. 100 waters. But yeah, it's more of that stuff to go through. I'm sure I've gotten some of that. It works really well. That roof heating tape. Maybe I'll figure something out for that for in the winter time. Probably put it up maybe for instead of on the rafters, but our I don't know if you guys can see from there, but our vent for our septic, depending on how much snow we get, it sometimes gets covered over and it'll freeze up, and it makes a wonderful smell in the house. So you got to go and thaw it out. So I was thinking maybe wrapping that stuff around there, and then if I notice it's getting too much, I can just plug it in and melt all the snow away. We just put a metal roof on the house the end of last summer, so that's been pretty nice. But yeah, just working. I got to get some of this stuff moved out of the way. Disaster in the shed again. Complete another mess. But here, I'm gonna set the camera down, if you guys don't mind. I'm just gonna clean some of this up and try to talk a little bit, but no more procrastinating. I gotta get it done. At least moved out of the way. You don't need the yard police driving by and seeing the mess everywhere. Everybody here in our subdivision tends to keep the yards very clean. We did as well until I became a scrapper. Now my yard looks worse than the county landfill, except for it's all good stuff. No garbage. A bag of copper. Some number 2 here. Not sure how much it is. I got to throw it on my digital scale, but just a mix of stuff. It's all been filed and checked to make sure it's not metallic or anything. But yeah, the yoke parts off the back of CRT TVs. This is out of the backing of an electric stove and coils. Yeah, and just a mix of stuff. In that bag anyway, It's my one of my bins for plug ends. You know, do up some plug soup. Got some in here that I've pulled out already, but yeah. That's gotta go over here. I get out of track and I forget what I'm doing and where I'm putting things. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you're just kind of like, woo! We got a new well. And so there's the pump for it. Well, the old one. I guess, well, it's actually not from ours. Ours was down, but I wanted to get the old pump out. It was stuck. So the guy that did them there hooked me up with one to tear apart. Circuit boards and stuff. Just want to get the aluminum heat sinks off of it, and I don't know, these turn dials, maybe maybe the for the silver in there, heat sinks. I don't take too much of the other e-waste things off, but you know, I'll take this switch off, get the little bit of, you know, it might be copper or some brass or something in there, right? All the things that I've learned from watching Tin Man Scrapper, shout out. Learned a lot about what's in there. Maybe not always what it's called, but how to identify it. That's what matters to me, just knowing where to find it. The wife keeps telling me, instead of moving this stuff around all the time, to just tear it down, get it gone. Set the copper there. My trusty Alberta metal detector. It's the magnet. Poor man's metal detector, maybe, I guess you could call it. Thought I heard a few things drop, so I just want to check. Yeah, a few little bits and pieces. I'm always walking the driveway with this thing to make sure there's no nails or screws laying anywhere. What's in this pot? Oh, it's an aluminum pot, eh? You. Yeet. That in there. I'll be right back. I'm just going to take this. It's warm one out today here in Alberta. Not sure the actual temperature, but it sure feels warm. I got about 21 degrees Celsius here. What's all this? Wooden pieces. That's more stuff to go to the dump. I might save some of these bottles and watch some cool videos, crafts on guys using the number 2 HDPE plastics. Wash it all out, melt it down, maybe make a coaster or something. Couple old shop vacs that sort of work, but they don't really suck, or they do suck. That's what she said. It's not really making it better, but it gets it at a visual sight of my yard, front yard, sort of. I like to sit over there and tear stuff down. Good light over there on our yard. We don't get a whole lot of good light here. As you can see, we're I'm treed in all the way around us. Now granted, it makes it nice for when it is windy, because it shelters us pretty good. But there's, you know, it's kind of hard to grow gardens. I keep most of my stuff in pots and whatnot, you know, planters, and throw them on the wagon, move them around, keep them in the sunshine. I got to chase the sunshine with my garden. See, there's some over there. They got in a little heat stressed. Actually, I got them in too much sun. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, if it's not enough sun, or the deer coming along, actually they were in here today chewing on my tomatoes. They just get nice little tomatoes on them, and but anyway, here's my raised bed garden. Be some nice tomatoes in there. Starting. They were a little late this year. And a red one in there. Some nice peas. Some of my little cucumber plants. They're patio slice. They're called. They're a climbing bushing. I don't know. They're different, sort of. And yeah, I got this kid's electric quad. It actually works. The motor in the back is it makes noise. It sort of works. I don't know, I thought maybe for when my buddies come over and they got two little kids, so something for them to ride around on. Yeah, I still haven't cleaned up this stuff, all these vacuums. I'm starting to think I'm more of a junk hoarder than a scrapper. Well, my bits of aluminum. You know, it seems all these videos, they just showing what I got or what I'm getting. I think I've gotten myself pretty overwhelmed. And some tires over there. I got to strip that aluminum, the rubber off them. Mower that quit working on me this summer. I don't know if I'd showed that. Some bikes I got to tear apart. A couple of them are sort of okay. I don't know. Might keep one out of them. This one here, it's got aluminum rims on it, and I think they both do, but see which one might work the best. My sitting and thinking chair. But anyway, yeah, I can get back to the stuff at the front here. This is always depressing, eh? But so probably into the shred, or I might cut it apart and actually save the aluminum for, you know, melting stuff down. That's what this is. This is just aluminum windings out of one of these that I'd cut apart, where the other one was, the other coil was copper, which was a bonus in that. I better move Scrappy here. Yeah, we'll set her down over here or something. She's out of the way. Yeah, and I'm gonna be putting that in a different spot maybe than where I had planned. Somewhere that's more shaded, possibly on over there on that side of the yard. A little bit of work to do, but that's mostly a really good always shaded. That's would be our south side of our yard. So, you know, there's the north. Always nice and as sunny as it can be in our yard. That's where you'll find it. This thing's fun. Ab rocker. Mounted on a stump or something. It's actually pretty comfortable to sit on just as a chair and lean back on it with those rollers to make some kind of chair. I don't think it has actually all the proper pieces. I have no idea. But I thought it was pretty cool looking. I'll just set her up here on this bin. And yes, those bins are full of treasures. Yes, we'll call it treasures. Got a tag along here. And I got this snake here, copper for a barbecue hose. I had to check, make sure that it's not all cracked. It looks pretty good. Tire chain, another piece of circuit board. I'm just gonna toss that in with some wires and stuff in there, but doesn't need to go in there. And this boomer, it appears to work properly. Just needs a good, probably a good oiling. Careful on your ears, everybody. Sorry. Oh, there I am showing you a nice shot of the ground or something. Oh, there's my strawberry patch. Yeah, there are actually quite a few nice ones. Better find a nice one and have one. You guys like a strawberry? Just kidding. They're pretty good. I use Gaia Green organic nutrients for them. There's a little bit of booster. Plants really seem to like that stuff. Not affiliated, sponsored in any way by Gaia Green. I use them strictly by choice. I mean, if they wanted to sponsor me for my indoor garden, that would be pretty cool. We grow tomatoes and basically the same thing out here, but we grow that stuff inside. So it's kind of at hand, and it's always nice and clean as I grow it in a tent, and it doesn't get little bugs and cobwebs on it so much. So, and then we can grow vegetables inside all year round, which always helps. Not having to get them from the grocery store after all our wonderful just inflation. Just cause inflation, I suppose. I like that word. Just inflation. Shout out Pierre Polivier. You got my vote, brother. Anyway, guess that's probably not stuff really needed for the channel. An old from Rusty Barrels satellite dish. This is from an old shop vac. I use it in the garage as a roll around trash bin. So yeah, still working with this vlog rig setup for my phone here. Kind of trying to get used to it. And the pile that I have to make disappear here soon. All this area gets piled up with a lot of snow in the winter time. So we have quite a large driveway. It'll kind of take you on a bit of a walk around. Our little spot. We have fires and stuff in the evening. We have a dog run for them so they can be out, and flower beds, kind of a walkthrough. This is our, we call it the pet cemetery. This is where all our pets go to rest. And we build flower beds on top of them. Plant flowers on them, and This one was for my mom's last dog, Duffy, the father to Betsy. You've seen her on the channel a few times. She's the little black pudgy one. And my wife's dog that she had for 18 years. She'll be laid here, or she's laid here now. We have to get the bed built. I've been collecting up stones and stuff on my travels and adventures, to build them up. And nice piece of petrified wood there, and some of the rocks we've gotten donated to us. You kind of ask, and people are like, oh yeah, you can definitely have rocks for stuff like that, because I don't have a farm. I live on an acreage in a subdivision. And here's all those slabs, kind of stepping stones that I'd picked up the other day in the video. Just got them all laid out over here. I got to bring the garden hoses out, wash them all down, give them a scrub. I'm probably going to pick up some kind of a paint to paint some of them. There's a bunch more I got to go and pick up, but some of them are pretty cool. Like, they look like wood, and yeah, I guess this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. This is where the trees came down. There's still lots of them to be brought out. Got a fair amount of them stacked up. We've been burning a couple of the stumps down from them. Oh yeah, they're always speeding through here so much. It's like they think our subdivision is a freeway. This is a canopy that I picked up for my truck, but it's not for the same year. It might be the year before my truck, so like a 2005 F-150. It doesn't fit the 2009 to 14 or whatever. But oh yeah, somebody's garbage laying out in my ditch. Yeah, gotta like that. Probably blew off Buddy's quad. No, I shouldn't say that. Yeah. Guess maybe not completely all a scrap video. A little bit more my everyday thing, what I do here. I'm not working anymore. We got the can from our long-term, my mom and I, we ran a family business doing lawn and garden. We took care of condo complexes, and needless to say, things changed hands, and they changed hands with us too after 11 or 12 years. Thanks, eh? So currently unemployed, I suppose. I mean, still have the company, but we don't have any work. But I got a lot of yard work to catch up on. That's a big tote sack of mulch that I picked up last summer. I've still yet to get it spreaded out, so don't care about that. Cedar mulch. But yeah, I guess I can tend to our own flower beds and whatnot, get some of my trees, cleaned up and pruned up. And it's kind of like the mechanic thing. Mechanics' vehicles always seem to look like heck and not run very good. Well, maybe now I can get to my yard. But I guess as you guys, I can kind of see, we do have quite a long driveway. I love that old stove. It's not functional, it's rusted out. We've had it for years, but generally gets flowers. I got these pots, actually they're aluminum, pretty dirty, but they got holes drilled already through them for flower pots. And I was like, well heck, that's gonna look really cool on the outdoor stove. So from trash to treasure, right? Not just scrap. Another overrun flower bed. That's my mom's Mother's Day bed. My dad and I, we built that. I couldn't even tell you how many years. It's kind of an odd shaped heart from whichever direction you kind of turn and look at it, I suppose. Weird shape. But yeah, like we got a teardrop driveway. So, you know, and this whole part of the yard usually gets cleared right up to where the little gnome dude is, or the back of the chairs area, all the way out here to the driveway. And, you know, it gets piled up on the yard there. So yeah, I gotta get, needless to say, I gotta get this scrap cleaned up. And, you know, I mean, I'll be hauling more in, I'm sure, but gotta get some out. I know steel prices and whatnot aren't the greatest, but hey, steel's the meal. Any dollar is better than no dollar, right? I know everybody's holding and hoarding, and I've apparently been one of them. And it's time to get rid of it. You know, make room for new. That little smoker there, they don't get overly hot. It's great for probably like smoking fish, I think. You know, a friend of mine had one of those years ago, and that's, I'm pretty sure he used his for smoking fish. It's just more, it's another fax machine, some cables. I think there's some internet boxes or whatever in there. More micro scrapping stuff. I really like the micro scrapping, even though here in Alberta it's pretty pointless except for the metal that's on it and the copper, the aluminum. Because, well, we don't get paid for e-waste at the yards. I mean, we can drop it off at recycling places generally for free. We pay a recycling fee when we buy new electronics. That's a law they put in here a few years back. Apparently we used to be able to take, as far as I know, take that sort of stuff to scrap yards. Not exactly sure, but you know, I wish we could take it to scrap yards, or if they actually paid you for it, because boy, those circuit boards add up in weight. I got boxes and bins and stuff. Once I get everything stripped off of them, I take it to the dump here that's just down the road from me, the county dump. They got bins, and I've probably mentioned before, bins for just what, everything from your household garbage, all different kinds of plastics, your e-waste bins. Actually, the e-waste bin is a sea can, because you know how big that stuff is, and it adds up fast. And yeah, it's actually pretty nice having that close by. You get to unload whatever you don't need and pick up what you want and take it. Kind of a reclaim on the taxes, maybe. Good stuff, though. But I gotta thank you guys for, you know, kind of coming along on this adventure. I've had it sitting here for a couple days since I brought it home and kind of poked through it all, procrastinating, watching everybody else's videos, thinking, wow, look at them. They're so busy and getting things cleaned up. Oh, and shout out to Scrapping with Grandpa on your new building. Grandpa, that looks awesome. I can't wait to see it once you're moved on in and get her set up. See everybody's stickers on your sticker wall. Once I get to, I'm gonna wait here. That's gonna be a little noisy. Once I get stickers done up, I'll definitely be sending a sticker out to you, brother, and to anybody else. I'm just gonna set that down. I don't know how good the angle is, but I gotta move this box of junk here. But yeah, no, congratulations, Scrapping with Grandpa, on that building. And all the guys that got together to give him a hand. That was really good watching that video. That was good. Really enjoyed that one. So a little shout out to you guys. All y'all that were there. The sink here. And watch out your ears there while I pick that up. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna sink here at the fixins. Oh, Jesus. That root has just about killed me a few times. Sorry about that. Actually, there all these roots through here. And then, you know, all my stuff piled up. Death trap. Oh, maybe I probably shouldn't say that word. I don't know. I want YouTube to yell at me too much. A satellite dish. It's I think it's one of the fiberglass backed ones. Tap on it, I haven't stuck a magnet or anything to it, but when you tap on it, when you look at the back, you can see it's rough. So tear it down for the bits of other stuff that's in it, and send the rest of it back off for proper recycling that I can't completely do, or that I won't make any kind of profit from tearing it down further, getting rid of it, like the e-waste stuff. But like I say, I'd like to collect it. Maybe at some point, if I can ever get into refining stuff. I know the acids and whatnot. There's a lot of knowledge. And your boy BushDog, he ain't got nothing more than a grade 9 education. Grade 9? We'll say grade 9. I can't... Yeah, I thought it was cooler to go out and work, make money, you know, do illic things, you know, all those things that young kids do that you get out of school, and then in your later years you kind of go, idiot, you idiot. And there's some ceiling fans. Got a couple more there. There's a great big sub box. I'm gonna put that in Lucy, my red truck. That's what I call her, Lucille Ball. She's a temperamental redhead, that one. Yeah, oh, this gazebo, we got a pretty neat idea for. Assuming that it's broken. We had a deer get trapped in it a couple years ago. You know, it had all the netting that goes around it. Doors on this side and the other side. And anyway, yeah, a whitetail, a doe and 2 babies wandered in. I guess the zipper was partially open on the one side, and they wandered in. They couldn't figure out how to get back out through the partially open door. No, they jumped through the window screening and got hung up in it. I can't remember just what side it was on. I think it might have been facing the house. They made a mess. It was like, really? Those gazebos aren't cheap, and they're a real pain to set up. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna take it and we're gonna plant sunflowers, your big tall sunflowers, around it, on the around the outside of it, around the sides, and set it up for, like, come late season, people would come over and take like fall pictures and whatnot. I guess that's a big thing to do. But so yeah, it'll have sunflowers growing up, hopefully quite tall, and then we're gonna get like annual, one season only vine and put chicken wire over the top of it a bit, and let vines kind of close it all in. So when you come in, it's all like sunflowers, your tall ones and some of your short ones. I don't know. I guess it'll look probably pretty cool once it's done. But, I was just gonna cut the gazebo down because it's kind of in the way of my scrap. But I guess I'm getting pretty close here to having the majority of what was piled up in front of the house here cleaned up. Just gotta set this all them e-waste circuits somewhere. So don't mind me. I'm just gonna pick them up here and kind of carry them. There, I'll turn you guys around. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a longer videos. Hope you guys don't mind. I do sort of apologize for it. I hadn't really planned on it turning into such a long video, but it was really nice. Just you know, yakking with everybody. I guess I more yacked at you, but knowing that it's kind of like, you know, you guys are sort of helping me clean it up, get some of it cleaned up. I like that. You know, I watch the videos where they're like, scrap with me, or you know, clean up your mess with me. Shout out to Thumbprint, because he does some of those videos, and I really like him. I'm like, oh, for sure, I'll cast it on my TV out here in the shop, and then pick some stuff to scrap or clean, tidy things up. And I think it's an awesome idea. So maybe I'll do some more of them, cleaning up, and you know, kind of those get together things. But now that I got everything cleaned up, well, not really cleaned up, but sort of moved out of visual way, and just gotta take the table down there and put that away. Then I think I might have to water the garden. Well, water the plants anyway. So I'll let you guys get back to what you were doing. And thank you for enjoying this video. Smash the like button. Subscribe. Leave a comment down below on something that you might have seen. Tell me if I'm babbling. I don't know. Anything good. I like reading the comments and replying and talking with everybody. So, yeah. All right. You guys have a great day. And this was a lot of fun. Cheers.